Hello, hello. Let's go ahead and find a comfortable place to be. Find your seat. If you're laying down, that's also fine. And just begin to settle your physical body. Literally allowing yourself to settle down. Feeling the weight of your body moving into gravity. And feeling all of the weight of you, the thoughts of you, the things to do in you, the choices in you, all of the you in you. Just falling through your body as if it were particles, shimmery, beautiful flecks falling through clear water. And just allow to all that makes you, you. Thoughts, feelings, emotions, sensations, decisions. Just fall through you. Beautiful specks of matter falling through your clear water. Resting at the bottom of your lake bed, the bottom of the container that's holding you up right now. If you have a thought or a sensation or an opinion, just watch it fall to the bottom and know that all these things that are you are just falling to the bottom of you, the snow globe. They're not going anywhere. You can tend to them later. You can stir them up at any time. But for now, let's literally let them settle down and rest in gravity. Carry on and if thoughts or sensations continue to arise, can just continue to let them fall. Follow them back down through that clear water that is you. And when you're feeling like you are just a vessel of clear water with all the particulate at the bottom of your lake bed, begin some light breathing through the nose, light enough so it does not disturb or make ripples in this container of clear water. You can feel that sensation at your nostrils or in your nasal passages. And if you can't breathe through your nose today because it's stuffed up, you can do it through your mouth and just see how subtle you can make that breath. Feeling this gentle breeze of a breath moving over the top of your lake, or maybe even through your lake without disturbing that lake of clear water that is you. Now have a moment to experience that gentle movement of breath. Experience that gentle movement simultaneously with the stillness of your lake. To reaffirm and to remember that movement and stillness are not necessarily one or the other. But I can still feel that stillness and experience that stillness of my water simultaneously with the movement of my breath. That my life isn't full of these hard choices, these black and white, these choices of opposites. That because I choose one doesn't mean I don't choose the other. Sometimes it does. But I can want two things at the same time. I can have more than one thing at the same time. I am more than one thing at the same time. And yet, I'm always one. I'm one made of many. Continue to experience that stillness of being, that stillness of the water, the gentle movement of breath for a few more moments. Relaxing any need to choose, relaxing any need to say, I can only have one at a time. An expanding capacity to be fully present in both. And wherever you're experiencing your breath, allow it to stay there if you like, but also have a sensation of your breath at the bottom of your lake bed where all of your particulate is resting, where all of your thoughts and ideas and to-do lists and other things are waiting for you to stir them up. Feel the presence of breath at the base as well. Subtle enough so it doesn't disturb the particulate on the bottom, but present enough so you feel that it's there. And the possibility of disturbing or pulling something up from the bottom is there, but it's not quite happening yet. What would that breath be? And how much breath would it take? How much action would it take to bring some of yourself into your clear water? Experiment and just see how much is just enough to stir just a little bit up. If you want to. And then how long does it take for that which you stirred up to settle back down? Feel free to experiment and play with this idea of stirring up the lake bed. You may consciously go in for a thought or a feeling or a sensation or a memory, and then stir it up with some breath or just your own thoughts, and then watch it go back down to settle. Just play with that stirring and settling, and stirring and settling. And now allow that breath on the bottom of your lake bed to hold, appreciate, and acknowledge all of the particulate that makes you you, whether you like everything there or you don't like everything there, because chances are there's going to be some things that you like more than others, and that's okay. Those parts of ourselves that we seem to like better than others, if we're still doing that, that's fine. Let's acknowledge it then. But let the breath be that unifying, inclusive aspect of self that says all parts of me are welcome here. I appreciate all of me and acknowledge all of me. For all these aspects make me me, right here, right now. That's pretty great. For you are the only one of you. Now feel yourself as a particle, the only one of you, in the bottom of an infinite lake bed. And next to you are other uniquely distinguishable particles, sharing the same infinite lake bed. Feeling the clear water around you as you're resting somewhere in something like gravity. You're not stirred up yet, you're potential energy. And feel yourself now as the thought of God, settling at the bottom of God's clear water, settling on the lake bed of God itself. There's only one thought just like you. And when you're ready to be born, that thought of God stirred up and said, okay, now, a little more breath into that particle, a little more activity into you, that particle that makes God, God. An aspect of God. And because you're the thought of God, what else are you but God? Breathe into that for a moment. And if you're not the thought of God, then what would you be? I love myself no matter what. I am unapologetic. I have nothing to apologize for I am the thought of God. And what could be more perfect than that? And when you're ready, take a deep breath in. Exhale, release chin to chest to seal your practice. Go ahead, rub your palms together. You can place them over your face. Breathe that energy to eyes, face, nose, your scalp, a little rub. Stroke your throat, relax all the nerves in your throat, your lymph. Drain it into your heart. Hold your precious heart. Give yourself a big hug. Rub your torso, your legs, your feet, your body. Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for sharing a lake bed with me. It's my honor and my privilege to share these teachings, these times, and all of it with you. Namaste.